It's so wonderful to see such resilient, empowered Indigenous women. I'm just so inspired tonight. Joe.
I'm inspired as well.
Let's all be inspired for a second. Is everyone having a good time?
Oh,
Yeah.
we should mention the silent auction as well as the 50-50. Very important. All goes to a good cause. So please take a look or get your wallets or purses out.
Wonderful. So now we are looking at introducing our next presenter, Heather Sweet. She's the MLA from Edmonton, Manning. Please join us in welcoming her to the stage. Her?
Heather, you look different.
I know. My. Sorry.
Good evening, everybody.
Is that your middle name?
I have the distinct honor of presenting this award to Shayna Dion. It sounds like I may have been misintroduced. Is that the case? So I'll introduce myself. Good evening, everyone. My name is Arnold Viersen. I'm the Member of Parliament for Peace River Westlock up in northern Alberta. So it's my pleasure to be here this evening. I have the distinct honor of awarding this honorary medallion to Shayna Dion. Shayna Dion is the director of Aboriginal Student Services Center at the University of Alberta. She's a Cree woman from the Kihiwan Cree Nation who is deeply committed to creating awareness of Indigenous issues. Shayna works tirelessly to support Indigenous students on the U of A campus. Shayna is awesome. Please welcome her to the stage. Congratulations.
Thank you. First, I'd like to thank the Academy. No, it's the Cree in me. I had to do that to loosen up. Hi, Francis, for your prayers and your guidance throughout all these years. And to the beautiful sister singers, this really brought this full circle. I've always known I've stood on the shoulders of strong Neheo Esquao. I acknowledge that even more so as I stand here today. I want to thank my parents, George and Arlene Dion, who are, I'm not sure what table they're at, but they're here tonight. My sisters Nadine, Amber, my niece Wyoming, and my day one plus one, Delton, who will be 15 tomorrow. I love you. I want to thank my nominators, Robin, Jerry, who's also here, Brendan and Elsie. I appreciate you all so much for visioning me here. I also want to acknowledge the IAW volunteers and staff and your hard work that leading up to this evening does not go unnoticed. Hi. And I want to also acknowledge the strong women I get to work with every single day. Lisa, Trisha, Chelsea, and Suzanne, I thank you for your support, your patience, and a soft place to land. I call what I do hard work because it takes a lot of love, care, support, and nurturing. What fulfilling work you get to do here at IAW. It's also the type of work we get to do at the U of A. It's a privilege to witness the First Nations and Métis Unit learners at the U of A come through the doors and cross convocation stage. I know the pride that they feel when they cross the stage. It's the kind of pride that I feel here today. It's not just about me, it's about my family and my community, Kihiwan. Lastly, I want to say no matter our journeys, no matter our stories, always remember, my story, your story, is more powerful than we can even imagine. They are not shameful. And I also want to acknowledge all the other recipients here tonight. Some of them I know very well. In the work we do with reconciliation, I always want to say, the most important thing is reaching people's hearts. We can quickly reach each other's minds, but when we reach each other's hearts, that's when the true magic happens. And I know tonight, magic is happening. Hi.
What a beautiful woman. I went to college with her, and Shayna, I'm just so proud and honored to be here to witness this evening. Just a lovely, intelligent, just wow. So thank you. We just wanted to make mention.
Yes, Arnold, we apologize for calling you Heather. Apparently
Yes.
it was the glasses. We know you're not Heather.
Yes, there was a change in the script that we didn't know about, but we're back on track now.
But it's not as bad as a wardrobe malfunction.
Yes, exactly. That would be really awful.
Excellent. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome Catherine C. Cole. She is a historian, cultural consultant, and Secretary General of the Commonwealth Association of Museums. A descendant of the Klein Métis family, she is interested in the role of museums in preserving Indigenous cultures. Please welcome Catherine to the stage and welcome our next recipient.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor for me to be presenting a Lifetime Achievement Award to Florence Gladue from Slave Lake. Florence has spent a lifetime helping women, and she adds men, reach their potential. Some of the most common words used to describe her include wise, warm, kind, firm, respectful, and loving. And many more positive endearments have been used to describe this amazing woman. From the beginning of her career, she has had a personal journey mapped out. Her steadfast focus, good work ethic, and steady persistence helped her to stay on her course of action. And she had a purpose and stuck to it, in spite of the difficulties, obstacles, and discouragement she met along the way. Since 2005, Florence's professional life has taken her across Northern Alberta, delivering a life skills program in many small and out-of-the-way Indigenous communities. As a life skills facilitator, Florence has provided women the tools used to build a stronger, stable future. She has a love for what she does as a teacher, a leader, a respected and well-loved elder. Please welcome Florence Gladue.
Thank you very much. Wah, wah. Sus kotzen stein tino tekani pauyan. I'm so proud to be standing here with all these wonderful people, all these ladies that have been selected as recipients for this Esquao Award. I would like to thank Muriel Stanley Venn and co-founder Margot for putting this on and honoring our women. I've seen through many years that I've been living the differences in the changes in how us women are treated. And I must say that I am pleased in how the things are going, because we are popping up everywhere. You can't get rid of us. We have risen. I would like to say thank you for my family being here, all my family at table 9, and table 35, I believe. People came in from as far as Brownville, Alberta, north of Peace River, to come and share this experience with me. Also from the northwestern part of Alberta, my students are here, and the coordinators and directors also from Cadott Lake, Alberta. Please welcome them. Teaching and encouraging and helping people has been my dream, and I've been doing that since 2005. I've done it before, but I was doing the life skills program since then. And there's nothing more grateful or rewarding, I guess, than to see a student succeed in whatever they want to achieve. And coming here to actually see what goes on down the road. is awesome. That's a blessing for my students that are here. And I thank them for giving me the opportunity to work in their communities. I've been in just about all the northern communities where I've taught. I think I was trying to count, since 2005, I think I've had about 400 students. So that's an awesome number of students, giving them encouragement. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And that's my motto. It's you keep doing the best you can, respect yourself and others, and you will go a long way. With that, I'll say, thank you. I love everyone.
You could do it. Vivacious.
I think you're right.
I love it. Let's give her a hand. That was so awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Council Member Raymond Powder of the Fort McKay First Nation.
Dan se sinawak. Atlanta there. Dan se sinawak. Greetings I bring to you guys, each and every one of you. I'd like to say right now, on behalf of Fort McKay First Nation, Chief and Council, our elders, our community members, and our region of Municipality Wood Buffalo, and congratulating this next recipient, whom I will be talking about here. Stephanie is a very hardworking individual as a songwriter, singer, actress, and inspirational speaker. She works hard to give back to the community causes on social issues. She's very proud of her Indigenous heritage and works tirelessly for the betterment of all Indigenous people. Stephanie knows firsthand the pain of loss, abuse, and grief. This personal connection has evolved into an emotional investment of contribution to public awareness of the social issues related to the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, and support for ending violence toward women. We hear this in her voice, through her music and inspirational speaking. Would you please join me in welcoming Stephanie Harp, and congratulations. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. Here you go. From my heart.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. This means so much to me. It's coming full circle here. I started here in this foundation at CFWE 16 years ago, and they gave me a chance and let me be heard, and here I am today. So thank you so much to IAW, Muriel, Rochelle, and Margot, and all you wonderful ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you to all those who have come before me and those who are shaping the future for the better. My parents, Henry Harp and Ruby Ann McDonald. My mother is a murdered sister. I am a survivor of that. To my beautiful children, Jesse, Joshua, and Samantha. To my husband, Jeff McGinnis, my selfless husband who made all my dreams come true. My love for you and our children and our family is too big for this world. Special thank you to my aunt, Chief Dorothy McDonald, who was the wind at my back. and all my family of Fort McKay First Nations and all their support and love. I also want to thank you, Simone, Antoine, and Bob Fear. For you, this nomination wouldn't have happened, so thank you so much to my sister and my family. And I wanted to say hello to all my family in Fort McMurray, the Hart family, and all my family in Edmonton, Lac La Biche, the Hyde family, Barry and Diane Allen, Jet and Sylvia Trotman, Holger Peterson, Ron E. Scott, Ron Sakamoto, Jeff Healy, and Jeff Neal, Bert Crowfoot, Wally Desjardins, Brad Crowfoot, Donna and everyone at the Rock and Roll Society for all their support, Chris at CBC, NCI Winnipeg, Visual Dialect, Heather Williams, Robert Habkirk, Blair McEwen, Cameron Noyes, Daryl Mork, Cindy Paul, my new band, but especially to all the grassroots organizations who are doing all the breakthrough work of change. There's only so much that our government will do. And yes, the years of abuse have happened. Yes, the past has happened. We are strong enough to be here. Then we are strong enough to decolonize the mind in our communities. Behind addiction is pain. Self-realization and healing is the bridge to stronger nations. I am looking forward to the next 150 years, Canada. The happy, healed protector that lives within us all. And for the sake of our children, we all have a raging fire burning within us. Share your warmth, change your humanity, and watch everything beautiful in the world thrive. Thank you so much. Thank you. In memory of all the murdered and missing women and girls, this is for you and our men and our boys who need the healing too. We love you. Thank you so much. What is your revolution? What are you going to do for your country and yourself and your community? Thank you.
Wow. Congratulations, Stephanie. That's
Yes.
fantastic.
Beautiful. Another way the IAAW raises money tonight is buying the 50-50 draw. If you're interested in buying a 50-50, please put up your hand now, and one of the volunteers will get to you, of course.
Back.
Tickets are $1, $2, and for 10, $5. What about an arm length?
Or a leg length.
Or a leg?
I got long legs.
Okay, so yes, if you want to put up your hand, if you would like to get a 50-50, we have a couple of people here at the front. And yeah, we are looking forward to this next performance. I'm always so impressed with this young man's stamina. So, and also being involved for many years at the Calgary Stampede. I just, we're very fortunate to have Dallas perform tonight.
Absolutely. Dallas, the floor is yours.
Big stage. Huge stage. Let's give another round of applause to Dallas Arcand. That takes a lot of energy. I love it.
All right. So I guess we're going to do some door prizes, apparently.
I love watching people win. That's such a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. So when we draw the numbers, you are to go over there. See those lovely, lovely volunteers waving their hands? That is where you'll pick up your door prizes. We have 3 right now. I believe we'll have some more later. Nicole, would you like to say the first one?
So the first winner is at table 46, seat 5. Do we have a winner? Table 46, seat 5. Is there somebody out there?
If you're not in seat 5, just move over to that seat.
So table 46, seat 5. Okay. So do we have a winner? Yes or no? Because then we have to go on to the next, of course, table. So the next table.
Okay.
Okay, so we do.
They can take their time then.
Yes, of course. The washroom is very important. Okay, the next is table 15, seat 1. And then you can do the last.
Okay.
Do we have a winner?
Yes, we do.
Yay!
Fantastic. And the last winner is table 34, seat 3.
Woo! Was that
No?
excitement for nothing? Or oh, here we go.
There we go, okay.
Yes. Wonderful.
I wouldn't cheer until you know what you got yet. Excellent. And I'm sure we'll have some more a little bit later on in the program.
Yes.
Now, please help me welcome back to the stage our next presenter, Chief Billy Morin.
Yes. Sorry. It's okay. It's all good. We're just keeping. So,
Thank you, Constable Kim Mueller, for the escort. Wow, happy Positive Friday, right, everybody? Holy smokes. Extremely honored again to be back up here. Gabby was only 8 years old when she fell in love with the sport of basketball. That's when she says she found something she was good at. Then she got serious about the sport in high school and made the top school teams. Soon after graduating high school, she was set to move to Calgary to play for the Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, SAIT. But at the last minute, she was recruited by Monroe College in New Rochelle, New York. Off she went on a new adventure. This young woman's basketball career reads like a dream come true for many young Indigenous people and is currently playing at Elkhorn State University in Mississippi, Division I basketball. As an athlete, Gabby is an excellent role model for other female Indigenous youth. And just really proud to call her one of my personal friends and appreciate that she's back for the summer so I could just steal her energy because she has such a great energy about her. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabby. Oh, I'm going to give you this, right? Yeah.
Okay, I won't. Oh. Hi. I just would like to thank the creator, first of all, and my community, because I'm from Enoch Cree Nation, and my family for all the support and for all the support that I received throughout my life from all of them. And today would not have been possible without everyone that I said, the community, all of them. And I just feel so blessed to accept this award and would like to say as a First Nations woman from Enoch Cree Nation that empowering our youth throughout physical activity is so important to our children. And my love for basketball has helped carry me through my education. And I just look forward to continuing with the positive lifestyle and I'm just really humbled to receive this award. Thank you.
It's just me. So next, I would like to welcome back to the stage Minister Richard Feehan, the next presenter. Minister Feehan.
Well, thank you. Very happy to be back tonight to introduce someone who I have very deep respect for as someone who worked in the area of family violence myself. I'm very pleased to be here to introduce to you Teresa Corky Larson Johansson. She has done incredible work in the area of family violence. She's worked with the Urban Aboriginal Voices Society and the Red Feather Women's Group, having helped put together the very impactful and important Walking with Our Sisters Memorial in Red Deer to murdered and missing women. She participated in our provincial roundtable with the families and came with us as well to the National Indigenous Women's Summit. She is a committed person who does all the jobs that have ever been given to her, and I am personally very thrilled to be able to introduce to you Corky Larson Johansson. Congratulations, Corky.
So far, so good. Thank you. Thank you, Minister Feehan. Hello, everybody. Mikwegan Esquao and Sikason. Netanako Moki Bisagi. Red Cloth Woman is what I go by. And I was named after a man named George Goodstriker, who I acknowledge tonight. I also acknowledge my parents, Sid and Virginia, my Auntie Yvonne, my husband of 36 years, Lynn Jonason, my son River and his girlfriend Haley. Am I forgetting anybody? Well, that's it for now. I also come to acknowledge the beautiful elders that have stood up here before us, who prayed for us. Thank you, Francis. And I would also like to acknowledge the people of these traditional lands. Thank you for inviting us and making us feel so welcome. To my community of Red Deer, I love you. Thank you for nominating me, for writing letters. I don't feel that deserving, but I'm really happy to be here because it's like Stephanie said, coming full circle. And I promise, Red Deer, I'll keep trying my best. To my very beautiful and large family, I stand here because of you. Thank you, Auntie Donna, for lending me your Spanx. I think they're holding everything right where they're supposed to be. That's true love when Auntie lends you her Spanx. Thank you to the 2 firemen who escorted me out here. They said they're the only firemen, and I got to be escorted because I am hot. It took time, but I stand before you a strong woman. I'm strong because my mother Virginia is strong. She is strong because my Kokom Christine Joseph is strong, who I'm asking you to keep in your prayers, as at the age of 93, we treasure every day that we have with Kokom. And it's because of her I am here tonight, and it's because of her is why I'll be accepting this award. My Kokom Christine Joseph was a strong woman because her mom, my great-grandmother, Mary Susan Potts, was a strong woman. This beaded regalia I wear here today, the capelet, the sash, and the handbag, I'm very lucky that all 3 of my women, my mother, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother had their hands upon this. My great-grandmother, Mary Susan, beaded it. My Kokom Christine Joseph sewed it together, did the fringe work. My mom prepared it, picked every little speck of dust off, because by God, my girl, you better look presentable. Is that it already? Thank you so much. For my Kokom Christine Joseph, I am so thankful to accept this award.
Congratulations. That was a wonderful speech.
I just love hearing people passionately receive these awards in the moment and always just being themselves. So I'm just very happy to see Corky receive her award. I want to introduce the next presenter. I have had the honor of working with her. It's Chief Brenda Jolly from Kihiwin Cree Nation. Come on out. Let's give her a hand. She's an amazing woman, leader, very passionate.
Danse nigan ananas ko ba kete ya kai miha tseganos ya kayu tena magoya ke goma Esquao Awards. Nemie tena ka petagutean e wap magni so squawk e mi segum. I wanted to thank the elders for the prayer. Also, the Esquao that sang those beautiful songs. The opening. As previously stated, welcome everyone to this year's award. I am honored to be here to make the presentation for Connie. Connie's dedication and commitment to Kihiwin Health Services began in 2007. Connie is described as a mentor, a friend, contributor, and family caregiver, taker. As a health director of Kihiwin Health Services, Connie is busy incorporating culture and traditional teaching with the Kihiwin Health Services. She is currently working on comprehensive community health needs assessment project that will help to bring resources to the community to address the water issues on reserve. Although her passion and dedication, Connie has empowered many people to become leaders as well. Her vision as a community, clean drug addiction, and safe health place for the children to grow up in. I am proud to also witness the two gorgeous women in Kihiwin receive this award which they deserve. So with that, I'd like to call Connie to the stage. Hi, Connie, for all you have done and continue to do.
Atio nista ewina hioan. Nigan ewina naskumagik. Ketem no egwa mama wigawino. Epe sawimguya uta egi mausugunuya uta. Egwa gakio epe sawimguya wagumaganak ngaituan. Thank you, first of all, to the Creator for bringing us all together here in Treaty 6 territory lands at Enoch Cree Nation. Thank you for hosting this event here. It's always an honor to come here to Enoch at this facility. It's an amazing facility, and so honored to be acknowledged here. I want to thank the Institute for bestowing this honor to me, and I want to thank my community, of Kihiwan. I want to thank my presenter and my chief, Brenda Jolly. It's an honor to be introduced by your leader. I want to thank them for their support all these years that I have been employed, and just as a community member. To my coworkers, to my peers, and without acknowledging UNBQ for the amazing educational experience that I have had, I will always be honored and grateful for that. To my family, my husband, whose loving support through this journey, I love you with all my heart. My family, my sons, to everyone at Table 21, thank you for being here for me. I love you all.
Oh, I don't like time limits. But of course, when you have something for broadcast, you have to sort of keep on time, as I've learned.
I was
But-
thinking of the Jeopardy sound might be a little cooler.
Yeah, maybe in a sort of powwow drum style song.
Nice.
Jeopardy.
Next year. Note.
Yes, that would be really cool. Anyways,
So unfortunately, discrimination is still a big hurdle we have to overcome in Alberta. Our next presenter has been vocal about the need for positive change. I'd like to introduce our next presenter, Robert Phillip, former judge and currently the chief of the Alberta Human Rights Commission. Please come to the podium.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Human Rights Commission. My dear friend Muriel Stanley Venn was one of the first commissioners of the Alberta Human Rights Commission in 1973, so we're connected from a long way back. I'm here tonight to present the award to Kim Pelche of Edmonton for community involvement. Kim's role in the Edmonton Public School System as the program manager for Choices is to be a liaison between youth, family, and schools as it pertains to attendance issues and court appearances. But she does much more. She also provides support for students wanting to talk about their daily challenges, their search for community support, resources, and referrals. As a mentor in the public school system and the community, she believes in holding the youth accountable for their actions and reminds everyone that they are capable of achieving their dreams. Words used to describe Kim include loyal, dedicated, passionate, protective, supportive, kind, and generous in sharing her time, her heart, her wisdom, and spirit. Kim's diverse method of working with youth has been influenced by her own life challenges and understanding that life is a journey that is filled with joy, sorrow, tears, laughter, the occasional misstep, and many accomplishments over time. Please welcome recipient of the Community Involvement Award, Kim Pelche.
Good evening. I'd like to thank my little group of peeps from Métis Child and Family Services and my friends at Edmonton Public Schools. I'd like to remind you that you're an oil country. Go Oilers, go.
Beautiful.
awesome. We are moving along here tonight, and I am just wondering about next year. You guys have to nominate. That's the whole thing about these awards, It's so community driven, and I just think that all the women tonight are phenomenal, resilient, strong, powerful, Indigenous women. I'm just so proud.
Yeah, I've got about 2 that I'm going to nominate myself, I think. So it's all up here.
Okay.
It's going to be a long night, though.
Jeez. We are going to join us in welcoming the MLA from Edmonton White Mud, Dr. Bob Turner, to the stage to present our next award.
Thank you very much. And I really appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight with all these strong women and the strong men that support them. I'm particularly appreciative of the work of Esquao, and I recognize this is his 22nd year. I've actually known Muriel Stanley Venn for more than 22 years. I helped her in her campaigns for public office on more than one occasion over those years, and I can attest to her strength and her commitment and her motivation and grace. I also want to mention Nellie Carlson again. I am the MLA for Edmonton White Mud, and one of my proudest moments was the opening of the Nellie Carlson School in Edmonton White Mud. Nellie and her family of 5 generations were there, and I can tell you that the students, and there's about 900 students at that school, are all very proud to be part of a school that's named after such a fantastic woman. Well, tonight I'm here to nominate Jade Tutusas. Jade loves to dance powwow, is dedicated to helping others, and believes in empowering the youth. She shares her knowledge and love of Indigenous culture, and as a talented dancer, she also shares her gift to dance with the students and the community. An example of this occurred when she organized an extremely successful community Indigenous Games event for elementary-age students throughout Edmonton. Jade recently suffered a deep personal loss that she's handled with grace, respect, and kindness. Out of this sadness and pain came resolution. Jade delivered presentations in Vancouver and Ottawa on missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. She's become a voice for injustice, Indian residential school issues, a mentor and role model for youth in the Indigenous communities. As the FNMI liaison, she's described as East Glen High School's most important resource, as she counsels students through difficult personal challenges and successes. She's described as a person that's caring, a warm, welcoming personality with a gentle, calm presence. Congratulations, Jade.
Good evening. My name is Jade Brown Tutusas. I come from the Red Pheasant Cree Nation in Saskatchewan and the Rocky Boy Chippewa Cree Nation in Montana. I'd just like to begin by giving thanks to the elders who did the blessing and spoke on our behalf to the Creator. I'd like to give thanks to the Institute for the Advancement of Aboriginal Women for this community gathering and celebration this evening. And I'd like to thank my nominees for this award, George Desjardins, Kim Jonathan, Amanda Gould, and Scott Poon. I'd also like to thank all my family and my friends who are in attendance this evening, and all the ladies at table 32 who have been sharing this with me tonight. I'd also like to give a big thanks to the role models in my life who helped me to become the strong Nehio Esquao that stands before you today. It's with your strength, your courage, and your support, as well as your own actions that have inspired me to do what I do within the schools with my students, in advocating, in empowering, and in giving opportunities to them so that they also become strong Nehio Esquaos. In this day and age, it is really difficult to be a Nehio Esquao, and I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. I love who I am, I love my culture, I love my nation, and I love my community. And with that, I dedicate this award to the strongest Nehio Esquao I know, to my Gukum, Verna Denny, who is a survivor of residential schools. This is for her.
Beautiful.
How can you tell I had a really big Red Bull earlier? I don't usually have Red Bull.
I have never had a Red Bull in my whole life. And the reason being is that I have enough caffeine, but I'm just too scared. How many people here drink energy drinks? Come on.
Well, there's one. Okay, talk to you later.
You hook them up.
Yeah, I've been just flying all night. We're doing a good job. So, last call for the 50-50, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
If you would like one, please hold up your hand. Very important. And again, with a silent auction, we also have a seat 4 from each one of the tables gets to take home the lantern, but not the mirror.
Yes, but not
Apparently
the
the mirror is very important and it has to stay. But you can take the lantern home. Seat 4.
It's a centerpiece that everyone gets to take home. The
Absolutely.
Seat 4. And if seat 4 isn't there, then we default to maybe seat 7. Seven's a good number.
Yeah, if nobody's there at number 4, just move to that seat. It's very simple.
Yeah, and if not, then you guys can fight. I'm kidding.
I can see people moving to seats too. Absolutely. Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
I would absolutely love to bring out Rachel Venn, CEO of the Institute for the Advancement of Aboriginal Women, to come and make our next presentation.
Joe, my mom would be really mad at you because my name's Rochelle. I always get called Rachel because it's the Premier's name. I'm honored to be presenting the Social Justice Award to retired Deputy Commissioner Marianne Ryan. The Social Justice Award is given to a person who is not Indigenous, but has gone above and beyond to advance social justice issues affecting Indigenous people. One of the first times I met Deputy Commissioner Ryan was when we gave the Social Justice Award to Robert Urbanowski, the detective that never gave up on the Helen Betty Osborne case. I was so encouraged by her understanding and compassion. We talked about an Esquao Award for police officers, not only for RCMP, but all the provincial agencies. We all understand the difficult job police, fire, and military have, and believe they too need to be safe and supported. Canada has to do better to support these fine men and women. Let's show our love to the men and women on stage. Yoo-hoo. Great. Ah, there you go. Great job, guys. Thank you. As we dive into the national inquiry on missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, we are going to need members like Marianne and many other of all ranks and detachments to lean in to what's going to come out of the inquiry. Marianne has been very supportive of IAW as we as we bring together partners to develop programs that improve the situation for Indigenous women and their families in Alberta. I'm hopeful that all the compassion that Marianne has publicly displayed and her willingness to start the tough conversations, especially with diverse and underrepresented communities, will continue on. On behalf of the board and staff of the Institute for the Advancement of Aboriginal Women, thank you for your service, Marianne, and have a great retirement. I don't want you to go.
Wow. Thank you, Rochelle and Muriel. You've been such great friends. I will say, as a police officer, and most recently as the commanding officer for the RCMP in Alberta, but as a person, I've learned so much from the teachings of the Indigenous people. It has helped guided me and steered me during those very difficult days. I've drawn on so much of what I have learned from the culture and support of Indigenous people. So I want to thank you for that. And I also know that all my brothers and sisters in law enforcement, we commit to you that we will continue to learn and we will continue to do our very best to live and serve and protect all of your communities. So on behalf of all of us, thank you so much. And now it is my great honor to present an award. This award is to Sergeant Stephanie Ward. Stephanie has been described as a person that is gracious, respectful of all cultures, listens, is compassionate in her interactions, and always has a smile on her face. She presently resides on the Enoch Cree First Nation. In the past 12 years, her postings have included Northern Alberta, the Northwest Territories, Edmonton, and Cold Lake, and then back home to Enoch. She held a variety of responsibilities in each postings. By 2016, Stephanie had returned home to Enoch and was promoted to sergeant in Aboriginal policing. She now oversees Northern Alberta Indigenous communities and their community tripart agreements. Stephanie is not an all work, no play person. She has also participated in cultural events like a mid-December muskox hunt in Sax Harbor and a log throwing contest during the Lutse Cay Spring Carnival. I just want to say, Stephanie represents the type of people that I was so proud to lead and have on our team here in Alberta. And I'm just so honored and privileged to present this to Stephanie. So Stephanie.
I'm a little nervous. Public speaking is not my forte. So I'll start off with a joke. Hey, did you hear about the Italian chef? He passed away. First of all, I'd like to thank, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the support of my family. Table 36, so my mother, my father, my brother, my sister, my aunts and uncles, numerous relatives here in Enoch. I also like to thank Chief Billy Morin for providing us with the venue and his support and the past support from the other chief and council. So I also like to recognize the veterans there as well. And thank you. Most of all, I'd like to also recognize my colleagues, my friends, my family, members behind me. Without their support, their guidance, I wouldn't have achieved the goal of so far, of my rank so far. I intend to keep climbing and to go for my dreams. I encourage those with humble beginnings just to go for your dreams and have the belief in yourself to persevere and accomplish what you want. So with that, thank you very much.
Don't want to upset the police officers.
I was going to say that's a Cree sneak up or Métis sneak up. I love it.
It worked. All right. It's all funny. Let's laugh at Joe. Okay. So what we'd like to do now is welcome the Circle of Honor Elders and Board to the stage for the presentation of the Dorothy McDonald Leadership Award and Circle of Honor induction ceremony. So while we're waiting for everybody to get up, I was telling my good friend Nicole here that you have to watch what you do on Facebook and social media, and you're really like this. Because one of the things I like to do is I like to put inspirational stuff on Facebook and whatnot, you know, to inspire people. So yesterday I was feeling extremely inspirational, and I thought up this really cool quote. So I put it on Facebook, and I didn't think anything of it. And when I got home last night, my daughter looks at me and she starts giggling, and I'm like, "Why are you laughing?" She goes, "Dad, did you quote yourself on Facebook?" I had no idea what she was talking about. I'm like, "What do you mean?" And I completely forgot that I had done this. She goes, "Did you quote yourself on Facebook?" I'm like, "Well, I wrote something." And she goes, "Yes, but did you put by Joe?" Yes, I did. Yeah, well, myself and the other youth coordinators were having a really good laugh about that. So what I learned is if you quote yourself, do not put your own name after it. A little bit of social media.
101.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
It was a good quote.
We want to get to the lovely elders that are sitting here. We are so humbled and just absolutely in awe of just, yeah, this is a very beautiful circle. And we want to just welcome, and maybe you want to say a few words. So the Circle of Honor Elders and Board to the stage. We were so happy that you guys are going to have the induction ceremony. And without further ado, I will pass it over to the lovely Muriel Stanley Venn.
Okay. Good evening, all. As president of the Institute for the Advancement of Aboriginal Women, I'm especially honored to begin the beautiful ceremony of bringing Chief Bernadette Sharp into the Circle of Honor. The Circle of Honor was first coined by Colleen Klein when she was the wife and political advisor to her husband, Premier Ralph Klein. She agreed to be our patron and promised to do everything in her power to help our organization. We are extremely grateful for her support and for the Circle of Honor. What will happen? A beautiful blanket will be wrapped around Bernadette, our 16th Circle of Honor, by our elders. We began the Circle of Honor with Dr. Colleen Klein, and I'm going to read them all to you because I'm sure you know every one. We began with Dr. Colleen Klein. Second was Honorable Pearl Callahayson, who was mentioned here tonight. Honorable Senator Thelma Shalafu, and you can clap if you want. Ethel Blondin Andrews, who is the Member of Parliament up north. The Grand Chief Rose Laboucan. President Audrey Patra, the first woman elected as president of the Métis Nation of Alberta. Kathleen McHugh, the Women's Council for the Assembly of First Nations. Dr. Cora Voyageur, our first academic. The Mayor of Wood Buffalo, Melissa Blake. Beverly Jacobs and Marilyn Buffalo, former presidents of the Native Women's Association of Canada. Dr. Maggie Hodgson, elder advisor. The late Dr. Marie Smallface Maruli, president of Red Crow College, Métis writer and storyteller, Dr. Maria Campbell, and front cover model, Ashley Collingbull. And tonight, we have Chief Bernadette Sharp. The Circle of Honor recognizes the accomplishments of outstanding Indigenous women in leadership positions who have advocated for other Aboriginal women and contributed positively to the struggle for justice. The struggle for justice which we face in this country. This ceremony and all of the Esquao Awards are based on love for the women. All of what we do is based on recognizing the strength and beauty of our women. It is why we exist. Join us in this wonderful acknowledgement of a very special Indigenous woman. Where's the blanket?
Start now. It's great to be with you tonight as we recognize and celebrate the many achievements and contributions of Aboriginal women. It is my honor to present the last award of the evening and introduce the woman who will join the Circle of Honor as the recipient of the Dorothy MacDonald Leadership Award. This award is named in memory of a special woman who led an accomplished life. Dorothy MacDonald provided exceptional leadership to the Fort McKay First Nation during her tenure as the community's chief, and she was a trailblazer by virtue of the fact that she was one of the first female chiefs in Canada. Chief MacDonald's leadership abilities, strength, and courage were exemplary, and these same attributes are well evident in the recipient of this year's award, Chief Bernadette Sharp. In 2004, Chief Sharp was elected to serve on the Loon River First Nation Council, and in this role, she led the nation's work to help its members succeed through education and economic development. In 2016, she was elected as the nation's chief and continues to lead the community today. Last year, Chief Sharp was elected the first female chief of the Kitaskinau Tribal Council, which represents the interests of 5 First Nations in north central Alberta, including Loon River. She is also a successful businesswoman who is active in energy services and oil field reclamation. Tonight, we are thrilled to induct Chief Sharp into the Esquao Awards Circle of Honor as this year's recipient of the Dorothy MacDonald Leadership Award. Please join me in welcoming Chief Bernadette Sharp.
Thank you. It is with great honor that I stand here tonight. Thank you to the Institute for the Acknowledgement of Aboriginal Women for the good work that they're doing. I cannot stand here before you and take all the credit for this recognition. There have been many individuals who walked with me on this journey, many who have supported me, helped me, and loved me. I would not be here where I am today without them. I want to acknowledge my parents, Hermes and Nellie Houle. They have loved me unconditionally. They provided advice and help throughout my life. They set an example of what it means to work hard. I can only hope that my work ethic is as strong as theirs. Thank you, Creator God, for the parents that you so richly blessed me with. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all you have done for me. Ksagit Nawa. To my son Daniel, thank you. To my daughter Angel, and thank you to my heavenly angel, Grace. Last but not least, I want to thank the members of Loon River First Nation. Your vote of confidence means a lot to me. Without your support, I wouldn't be here today. I am proud to be a role model for all women, and I desire to bring wisdom, knowledge, and support to my members and fellow colleagues. We need vision, hard work, family, community support to lead a nation, and it takes all of us. And I'm so thankful tonight that I have that in Loon River. Do your best in pursuing your dreams. And tonight, I dedicate my award to the greatest leader that has been a part of my life, my great-grandmother, Julian Latender. Thank you very much.
It is my further honor to present Bernadette with the red roses of our symbol for the beauty and the strength that Indigenous Aboriginal women have in their heart and soul. Here, Bernadette.
So I want to introduce a very special woman. She's an angel in my world, and probably many of you. She's the co-founder of these awards. I just want to give her that respect. If you could just sit for a couple more minutes, we are going to wrap it up. She's giving our closing remarks. So welcome to the stage, Margot Parigio. Perso, sorry. How could I do that? Margot, I'm so sorry. She's the vice president for the Institute for the Advancement of Aboriginal Women and the co-founder of these awards. Please welcome her to the stage. Beautiful. Yay, Margot! Love you.
What a beautiful crowd. I love you guys all. We are delighted that Her Honor, the Honorable Louis Mitchell, Lieutenant Governor of Alberta, and His Honor, Honorary Colonel Doug Mitchell, were able to join us this evening to show their support. We're grateful for that. We're not going to be here long, I promise. You guys are lucky I can't read my handwriting anymore. I want to acknowledge somebody else. They set the tone for our evening. I think you'll agree with me. Nicole Robertson, Joe Pimlott, come forward. Nicole first, Joe. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
It's a pleasure meeting you, Joe.
Absolutely, you as well.
Wasn't he great?
Oh my goodness. You're a sweetheart.
And beautiful flowers for a beautiful lady, wouldn't you agree?
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
And just a note, that's the third time she's changed this evening.
Yes.
And Joe still has his dirty socks on. Oh, thank you. Let's give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far. Oh, there are so many people to be grateful for. And above all, our Creator, our kokums, our Muslims, and all the women that taught us to be strong, powerful, proud women. 22 years, a lot has changed in 22 years. I used to be pleasantly plump back then. And I didn't have to dye my hair the night before Esquao Awards. But it's all good. Truly, it's all good. Our women, that's what it's about. 22 years ago, when Muriel and I were discussing this, well, probably 23 years, because it took us a year of talking about it, we didn't think this was possible. Well, it was possible to honor women, but I never ever believed that it would go 22 years. But it's gone 22 years because of the wonderful women we have, and there are so many more that need to be honored. Muriel and I grew up with women that worked hard, gave all they had for their families, did without many things, winter coats, were the last ones to eat at the table so their kids could eat first, and no one took the time to say thank you. And we wanted to change that for the women of today and the women of tomorrow. So as of tonight, 429 women have received the Esquao Award. And like I said, they don't do it to get an award or for anyone to recognize what they're doing. They just want to do the right thing for their families, their communities. And when your communities reach out and say, we want to thank this woman in our community, let her know that we love her and she's special to us. And that's what it's about, loving one another, respecting one another. There's enough chaos and hardship in our communities that we need to do this. We need to do this more, and we need to say thank you. And we need to support the people that are working out there relentlessly. Yeah, I have the best job at IAW when it comes to Esquao Awards, because I'm the one who has to call the women to congratulate them and see if they'll accept the honor of accepting the award. The responses I get are unbelievable. Some of them scream, you know who you guys are. Some of them cry. Some of them said, why? You're kidding. Who would do this? And you can be guaranteed, though, the next day the phone's ringing again, and they want to talk to me, and they say, some say, is this a prank? Did I dream this? Is this really going to happen? I say, yes. And then for about a month, some of them call me every day. And I don't get to meet them till tonight, many of them. And we have a relationship. I have a woman from down south who calls me to tell me what the weather is out there. I love it. I love my job. And I love my culture. I think our mothers, at least my mother, we still refer to our daughters and our sons as my boy and my girl, even after they're 50 years old. Now that's awesome. And if any of you lived with parents who referred to you as my girl or my boy, you're truly, truly blessed. Love you guys. Have a safe trip. And thank you so much for coming.